Yo, what up, YouTube? Sharp here, and I'm bringing you guys another gameplay of Firing Range CTF. And this is gonna be, if you can see, I'm not with my regular team. This is with a team I played in the 360icons with. This is what this gameplay's from. If you don't know what 360icons is, go to 360icons.com. They host free tournaments every weekend. And so anyway, so this is on Firing Range CTF, and I'm playing with Cheddar Chez, Danny, Isdiko, and Dovik. And this game right here, we did pretty good. I think we won. I don't know what we won. We demolished these guys though. And yeah, these guys I'm playing with, they're pretty good. So you guys should check them out and everything. I think Cheddar has a YouTube channel. I'm not sure about the others, but yeah, definitely check them out. So, anyways, I've been doing these question and answers, and this is a pretty long gameplay, and I think I only have a couple more questions left, so I think I can finish up this question and answer with only 3 parts. So I'm going to start off here with the first question, which is, what's your opinion about Treyarch fixing the no sound spinning glitch, and what do you think will happen with S&D as a game type now? Example, MLG replace S&D with demolition. What I think about the spinning glitch is I don't like how they took it out, and I don't like how they have, you know, where you can hear the buttons being pressed the whole time. I like the original way where it's just a jingle if they pick up the bomb. You know, I don't understand what was wrong with that. Why can't they just do that? Because, you know, with the sound the whole time, you know, if it's getting down to the last 11 seconds, you can almost pretty much guarantee you've won. You know, someone can't really fake defuse and have you run out and you kill them. As of, like, taking out the game type for MLG, that will definitely not happen. S&D is definitely one of the, like, the game types they surround MLG around, because it's kind of like Counter-Strike, and, you know, a lot of people like watching it and like watching the gameplay, so they will definitely not take that out of MLG. Why doesn't anyone use the AUG? Is it just as good as the FAMAS? Well, that's the reason why people don't use the AUG, because it is nowhere near as good as the FAMAS. Like, the FAMAS shoots faster and it has better accuracy, so, you know, therefore, you know, people don't really use the AUG. I know a couple of people who use it, like, you know, some people on my team, Liar uses it sometimes, but it's still not as good as the FAMAS. It compares nowhere near it. Who is the best player you've ever played with? Well, depending on, you know, how smart someone is, probably one of the smartest players I've ever played with would have to be Stainville. And one of the best players, like shot-wise, would probably have to be Proofy. He has a pretty good shot.
Enemy flag acquired.
So, I mean, it just kind of depends on how you look at the, you know, at the player. But, you know, other than that, you know, Proofy and Stainville are two, like, really good players. What's your name? My real name is Brandon, and yeah, my gamer tag is Sharp. So yeah, Sharp, if you were at the finals for 100,000 and you could choose anyone to play on your team, who would your teammates be? Well, actually, the finals are going to be 50,000, not 100,000. And who would I pick to be on my team? I definitely have to pick Main, Liar, and Nameless. I don't know if you guys heard of them. They're on Resistance. Yeah, I definitely have to go with my team. I think we're going to do really good at Columbus and other events to follow. Next question is Coke or Pepsi? I like to drink Coke. I don't really like Pepsi. Too much sugar. Who are the best Slayers, OBJ, and support players, in my opinion? I don't really know. I don't really know if there really is roles anymore like that, because everybody kind of uses the FAMAS, and it's just kind of everybody slaying. But as best players go, best like Slayers, I'd have to say, you know, Big Timer's really good, and Scumpy's really good. Those are 2 players that I've seen that are actually like really good at the game. I want to become a competitive player. How can I effectively make the transition from pubs to GBs? Really just find a team that you enjoy playing with, and, you know, play GBs, and, you know, just try to play the MLG set, or, you know, whatever you enjoy playing. Just anything is better than playing pubs. You know, if you're playing 4v4 domination, even 6v6s, it's still better than playing a pub, because it's competitive and it'll get you way better. How can I find a team that's good for me? You know, really, if you're just starting out, I suggest teaming with people that you know and people that you like and people that are mature. You know, I usually don't like to team with people who are yelling and screaming the whole time while they're playing because, you know, it gets everybody off their game. So definitely choose team with mature people. That's my advice I can give you. What is an effective way to gauge my own skill? Really, just by just playing. Honestly, you know, if you play against a good team and, you know, you do good, then, you know, that's good. And, you know, if your teammates are slacking, then maybe, you know, maybe you can move on to another level than them. But I mean, definitely, you know, if you're doing better than your team a lot, like a lot, then, you know, maybe it's time to move on from them. But I mean, if it's just one game out of 10, then, you know, give them a break. Have you watched any Boss Nasty videos? Do you agree with anything that he says? I can say that I agree with nothing that guy says, and I don't know, he really doesn't know what he's talking about at all. So yeah, that's all I gotta say about that. What do you think MW3 should include for competitive gamers? Actually, I'm probably gonna do a video on that. You know, someone else commented saying do a request video for MW3. And so I'll definitely, that might be one of my next videos coming out, so I'll answer that question in that. How do you feel about the switch to PS3? At first, when I switched to PS3, I didn't like it. I didn't like how the control was. I didn't like the triggers, and I didn't like the screen lag that it had. But over time, they fixed the screen lag, so it's not bad anymore. And, you know, I just got used to the controller from playing with it, and honestly now I prefer to play PS3 over Xbox. And so yeah, you just really got to play and, you know, get used to it, because it's definitely going to be hard to get that transition down. Have you played Halo? Yes, I played Halo 1 with friends, I played Halo 2, and I played Halo 3 before I moved over to COD. I played competitively. Halo 3, I played GBs. Our team, you know, we weren't that good. I was just playing my brother and then some guys we met online. And, you know, we weren't that good. So that's really why I moved over to Call of Duty. I actually like the game a lot better. And how do you feel about COD competitive versus Halo competitive? Right now, I feel like COD, you know, it's just starting out. And I think that over time, it'll grow bigger. And it will, you know, I think it'll get bigger. With the support that Treyarch has, you know, they're really working for it to be, you know, like Halo, or even better than Halo, you know, with the prize money and how many people are competing. I think the fact that, you know, COD has a lot bigger community. You know, you get on, you see like 3 million people online, and then you go on Halo and you see in the 100,000s or something like that. COD has a way bigger community. You know, if we can get them to transfer over to MLG, then that'll just be huge for, you know, Call of Duty competitive gaming. Is there one map to be taken out of the game? What would it be? I'd have to say I don't really care for Villa. You know, it's just kind of awkwardly a shaped map. I don't really like the shape of the map or, you know, how it's played. I think it's like more campy, and I think it's too big. So I would really like to see Villa taken out. Okay, how do you become more known? I mean, to become more known, I mean, you really just got to play and, you know, win tournaments. And also, YouTube is a great way to, you know, show people, you know, how you play and what you do, and that's a good way to get known. Did you leave Envy? I wouldn't say like I left, or, you know, what people would say sketch. I guess it was just kind of like, you know, we couldn't really find a good fourth, and, you know, I just kind of told 4Play Modi that I was going to go off and do my own thing. I might have already answered this question in another video, but yeah. What team are you currently on? I'm on Resistance, Team Resistance. They came in second at Dallas. It's Main, Liar, and Nameless. What is your biggest regret as a pro? My biggest regret would definitely have to be missing out on some tournaments that were worth some money, like all the MW2 Pro Circuit ladders. For PS3, I missed out on those because I didn't have a PlayStation in time to get enough points to qualify. So yeah, I missed out on that, and then at the beginning of Black Ops, I missed out on the GameStop tournament. Yeah, I really wanted to play that, but I was on Envy at the time, and like I said, we couldn't really find a team like me and 4Play. We didn't even have Modi at that point. So yeah, that was like the two biggest regrets of my like
Enemy flag
gaming
acquired.
career is missing out on those, because I mean they were pretty big tournaments and I
Our
wish I
flag
could
has
have
been
played in them.
returned.
How do you make your shot good? Not like good enough, but pro good, staying sharp, etc. Really, the best way to get your shot good is play. You know, just keep playing, and eventually, practice makes perfect, and eventually, your shot will get good over time. So it's my best advice: just keep playing.
Mission
This gameplay's
accomplished.
running out here, but these questions. I'm done the last page of questions, so I'm just gonna finish these out. So, how do you feel about adding the competitive game mode in today's update? I think that was one of the biggest things that for like COD competitive, just because it's gonna, like I said before, how many people play Call of Duty but don't know about MLG? This playlist will introduce MLG to people who play public matches, public S&D. This playlist will introduce them to what MLG is and what MLG is about. I think it'll just grow competitive gaming in the COD scene like by a lot. What is your best game/game type? My best game type is probably S&D. I don't know. I've always liked S&D since COD 4. And the other part of this question is, what is your best map for your best game type? And I'd have to say I really like firing range S&D, just because I mean I really like firing. I like firing range for every game type, just because it's such a small map. And I really like small maps, because you can use an AK or you can use a FAMAS. But then once again, I don't like Villa just because it's big. I really like small maps. So, how did you get on your first big team? Really, the first like known team I joined was probably Fear, and I got on that team because me, Modi, and Proof back before we were on back before we were anybody in the game. In COD 4, we started our own team, and we really just played, like we played a lot, and then we started scrimming against Envy and Fear all the time, and we were beating them. And then one day Proof joined Envy, and then me and Modi, after a while, me and Modi joined Fear. So that's where us three, that's where we kind of started to get, I guess you could say, known in the competitive scene. Um, who are the best Black Ops players in the game, and how do you feel about Deserto? Uh, like I said before, I think some of the best players are like Big Timer and Scumpy. They're really good, I think. And how do I feel about Deserto? I haven't really ever played Deserto rules, but the more I see him and the more I see how we play our game, where it's just 8 people running around FAMAS, I think I'd really like to try out playing with without a FAMAS and without an AK. And I think it add more variety to the game. People using different guns. But then again, when you have everybody using a FAMAS, it really shows who the better players are, because you have to use, everybody's using the same gun pretty much, and so you see who's best with that gun. What does EOD stand for? EOD is something Envious started. It's kind of like Taylor Gang. It's like Taylor Gang or Die, or Funny or Die. EOD stands for Envious or Die. So yeah. What's making you leave teams? I've only the only team I left was Envious. I got kicked from Fear. Like me and J-Bone got dropped. So I mean I've only left one team. And the last question: are the map packs going to be implicated in the MLG? I can't tell you if they are or not, just because the only reason why I don't think they will be is because they never make the maps free, and MLG is not going to buy the maps for every single council at MLG, and that's usually why the new maps are never in MLG gameplay. So that was the last question, and that's it for the question and answer. There's 3 parts to it. If you haven't seen any of them, go watch them. There's some gameplay that you can watch while you're listening. And when PSN gets back up, I'm really gonna try to upload some more like team chat games. I've had a lot of people tell me they like to see that they really like to watch those, because it's like my team playing and then you can hear us talking. So yeah, definitely when PlayStation gets back up, I'm gonna be uploading some more of those. And I'm gonna do another call out video. I had a couple people ask me yesterday why I didn't do a call out video, and honestly I forgot. So expect those to be coming out soon. So guess I will talk to you guys on the next video. Peace.